Hey y'all, Matt here, Grafted Branch Homestead. So welcome to tonight's Saturday night stream. I'm over in the quail shack right now, and we're going to take a look at one of my chickens here in a moment. But tonight's stream's a little bit different. This is a special giveaway stream. So it's been a little while since we've done some giveaways, and so we have 5 of them tonight. So tonight's stream should be about an hour long, and over that hour we're going to be doing 5 giveaways. So let's watch. So let me get my camera going here. First of all, can everyone see me and hear me okay? All right, so we're hanging out with the quail, and we're going to head out through this back door here. This is where I have Nikki right now. So right now we're actually building a small silky coop that's movable, so that way it can come with us wherever we go. And so I got that being built, but for now, she's hanging out back here, making some noise. All right, so we'll head out here real quick. And it's almost their bedtime, so they have a couple lights that are on out here. And let me see if I can get her real quick. Let me pull her out. All right, sorry. Okay. So this is Nikki, and she's one of our silky chickens, and we've been on a journey with her. So she is actually from some of our original, very first chickens we got, very first livestock we got here, and she's a silky chicken. And she almost died, actually, when we first had her. My wife taught her to eat and drink and brought her back to life there. And so she's doing good. But she's been kicked out of the flock, and we've been on that journey trying to get her put back in. They just don't like her. So we are raising her own flock. And so we'll head back in. Let me put her back. Okay, so we've decided we're just going to get her own small little flock there. So we got some silky eggs from Guidros Family Farms, and if you've been following, we actually did a live stream where we did a hatching there. We had 6 eggs that went in, and when I candled them, 2 of them we didn't think were viable or much was going to happen. 4 of them, 2 of them, and then two of those other 4 we thought maybe, and 2 of them definitely. So we did have 2 hatch. The others are still in the incubator. We're going to go in and check those out in a moment. But we got her 2 little friends, so Nikki's gonna get a little bit of a flock. So go ahead and head with me inside. I'm going to cover the camera for just a moment, and we will get inside and officially say hi to everyone here. So we've been doing a whole lot of building out here, and if you join me tomorrow, we'll gonna do a live stream with some building, finishing up some of the greenhouse and some other stuff. So you'll have to check that out. And as I head inside here, I'm gonna cover the camera walking through the house, and we will get inside and show some more. I'll show my messy kitchen. Oh, and it's going to echo one moment. All right. Sorry, everyone, for that. How well you can see it. I'll head over there. Not very well. You can kind of see him. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can hear their little chirps there. We'll pick up on that in a minute. Hey, y'all, looks like we got 13 people in here. Well, first of all, welcome everyone. I'm Matt with Grafted Branch Homestead here on our urban homestead in the Southwest Desert. So we are doing the things now and practicing skills to live a more self-sufficient, self-reliant lifestyle and healthier one, kind of better one, hopefully. So tonight's stream's a little bit different. This is a giveaway stream. It's been a little over 4 months since we've done some giveaways. So we got some of that going on. It should be about an hour long or so. And so you guys can win some cool things tonight. Let me see here. Let me say hi for just a moment real quick. And we have a lot of people. So if I miss someone, I apologize. Channel's been growing a lot lately. So as it picks up, I know I'm going to miss things. Excuse me. All right, so we got Aaron in here. Good evening, Aaron. He's listening while driving. We'll drive safely, but thank you. Mr. Landfill, good to see you. Fantastic name. I have to say that every time. Let's see. Verna, thank you for being here, for moderating. We got Andy in here. Sykes in here. Hey, and I'm assuming probably H. So welcome, you guys. Renegade Black, Sheep. Who else? We got Nikki but Short Pickens in here. Buster, hello. Hello. Ed's in here. Good evening. It looks like Idros Family Farm. There we go. Christina's in here. Who else? Brandon, welcome. Good to see you. And cool. Show me bunnies and more. Hello. Welcome from Washington, Missouri. Well, welcome. Hey, you came in on a cool stream tonight. We're going to be giving away some stuff. And we'll get moving on it quickly once I get through here a little bit. And you must be Peggy, I'm guessing. Hello. Fat Country. Hello from Tampa, Florida. Welcome. So we got some new people in here too. Awesome. You guys rock. Cool. Well, if you see in my other cam there, I'm going to go zoom in on it. And actually, I'm going to flip the camera around and show that off a little bit better in just a moment. But we have done a silky hatch if you missed the very beginning. And so we put 6 silky eggs in, really 4 that were viable. 2 I knew for sure would hatch, and those 2 did. So that makes me extremely happy. We are starting a new flock of silky chickens for our single silky. Silkies are awesome backyard chickens. They're more for pets, as pets for us. So our silky Nikki, she follows us around. She's at the back door oftentimes begging for scraps, and she's a ton of fun. They're real small birds, real easygoing. They do get broody a lot, and they can actually brood quail eggs. So that's something that we're going to experiment with. But I'm going to show these 2, and we will get actually into our first giveaway pretty quickly. So, hey, we got PJs and a couple other people in here. Welcome. So let me go change that camera real quick. All right. Woo. Okay. Okay, sorry everyone for that. My sound was on. I apologize. I hope I didn't blow everyone's ears out. Echo, yeah, I'm sorry guys. I apologize. Switching my camera back around. All right, so there we go. We got it flipped around though. I have the heat lamp off just for now. I'm going to turn it back on in a moment. But this is my little brooder setup I got going. I like using this one for the chickens in particular, and so was very curious. So this is just a dog crate, and I've lined it with cardboard here. That helps so they can't get out. And they have a little brooder plate there that they are actually kind of under right now, and their food and water. And so let me show these little guys real quick. Ooh, come here, you. So low no. And so there's this one. And the other one's under the plate. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this other one out. Come on, we want to show you. So perfect little chicks. So cute. They look a lot like Nikki. So let's put them in here. And this is actually what I want to show. So we've been doing their incubator, and I'm going to shut this and turn their light back on. It's important to have the heat in the brooder. So they have the heat plate. They also have this bulb. And then I keep the Gobi thermometer in there. But what I find is most important with brooders is I keep the light on one side, not just the whole thing, and try and put it more on one spot. And by watching the babies in the brooder box, they'll move away from the light. And if you see them all on the outsides and trying to get away from it, it's too close, it's too hot, raise it up. I do that, go off that more than the temperature once you leave the incubator. And then, of course, if they're huddled right under it and not moving a lot and stuff, lower it down. It's probably too cold. But where the thermometers really come in grand, definitely is in the incubators. So I still have these other eggs in here. I'm going to candle them tonight after the stream and decide, oops, so don't hit the camera, decide what I'm going to do there. And then the next batch of eggs that's going to go in here is going to be the jumbo Corturnix quail. These Gobi thermometers, though, let me hop back over one moment here. And this is going to be our first giveaway for tonight. You can use them for all kinds of things, even if you, one moment here. There we go. Even if you don't have birds, chickens, livestock, things like that, you're not using thermometers for what I am. They're great just to have in your house, for outside, for whatever reason. And let me screen share real quick, and I will show you why. Let's see. I think it's here. There we go. So this is the Gobi thermometer. It has a you can get your humidity there. You can get your temperature, and it gives you a, it will record it. This also connects to your phone though, and via Bluetooth, and it will record all the information. You can also set alerts on it, so it will tell you when humidity is too high or too low, or temperature is too high or too low. Really cool item to have. This is going to be one of our first giveaways here, so it's a $12.99 value. And these giveaways tonight, again, they're out of my pocket. This is just to say thanks to everyone out there, and then to have a little bit of fun with it. So let me hop back over here. There we go. And the reason I talk about that is because if you look at the description down below on all of the videos, one of the things we do is we have an Amazon Associates. And so I like to link the different products that I'm showing and stuff on there, mainly to help people get those same items if they like. A lot of times I'll get emails or questions asking for where the products are that I showed, such as thermometers or things like that. So I try and link those. If you guys go to there and you're planning on buying something anyways, by clicking on those links through my description, it helps the channel out and our homestead a little bit too. So it throws a few cents our way on those purchases. So it does really help out. And you can go down on look in the description right there below if you hop out of chat or when you do. And you can see it'll say Amazon, and right on there I can have help us out, and actually have the Gobi thermometer listed. But we are going to give one away. So this is our first prize, and we will get rolling quicker here, I promise, as we move on. So what I'm going to do is screen share the StreamYard giveaway app. Thank you, Verna, for suggesting that. And so that's what we're going to use. What we're going to do, though, is in the chat, I'm going to have a buzzword that everyone needs to type in if you want to be entered in this giveaway. And I'm thinking let's do forest, all capitals, F-O-R-E-S-T. And don't do it. Well, I guess you can do it now. and then I'll screen share, as in rainforest for Amazon. But anyways, you can do forest just like that. And anyone that types that in the chat will be eligible for this first giveaway. So let me screen share that. Giveaway tool. Okay, and I'm going to type this in here, and then we're going to give it a few minutes to catch up. Hopefully everyone can see. There, I got the tool. All right, so 7 entries right now. Let me hop over. Yep, okay. Yep, you guys got it. So you can do it for us, and this is for a Govee thermometer. And so that will be sent to you, sent out this week to you via Amazon. And so if you're planning on buying things anyways, you know, if you're like me, I get a lot of things off Amazon, and there's certain products you're going to purchase anyways. Do the Grafted Branch Homestead a hand. You can help us out and just go through one of our links. Even if it's not for that product, you can then search from there, and that will help us out. So if you think of it, that is something you can do, that if you're doing anyways, will give us a hand. Cool. So we're going to give it just another second. I'm going to take another drink of water because I am very dehydrated. And then we are going to draw for that. Thanks, Verna, for showing me this tool. It's awesome. Okay, it looks like we got 11 entries. And I'm going to go ahead and draw. Hey, congratulations. I'm writing it down, sorry. So Renegade Black Sheep, awesome. You win that Govee thermometer. So I'm going to get that sent out to you this week here. And so let me go ahead and stop that for a moment. Awesome. And I'm going to put this up. Woo! And so we got 5 giveaways tonight. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up here if I can find it. Sorry. I'm not prepared. Hope everyone's doing good today. Hope weather's treating you well. It's been cold here, but very sunny and beautiful. I know a lot of people have hatches going. A lot of people have new animals they're buying. It's an exciting time of year. I think we're about 3 weeks away from spring. The last frost here in New Mexico, where I'm at, is about April 15th. So that's coming up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to throw that up on the screen for this evening. If it's too distracting, let me know and I will stop it. Chilly and windy there. All right. Congratulations, Renegade. Awesome. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, and that's one reminder when, hey, help us. If you want to help us out, you do just by watching, but also give a thumbs up. Those definitely help. So if you're here and you haven't given us a thumbs up, go ahead and do that. And then let's see. Oh, okay. Awesome. Cool. Sorry about that. You know, and Andy there's showing us, yeah, you can check out the weather. So if you do weather in your zip code, that's going to, Nightbot there will drop the weather in your area. If you want, you have a channel and you want that to be shared out, type in GBH, as in Grafted Branch Homestead, in all capitals, and it'll drop your channel link. Right now, I need some tea. So this has a little bit to do with our next giveaway, but I'm going to go ahead and hop over here and grab myself a cup of tea so you guys can join me. There we go. So I'm going to head over here to my little tea kitchen and we'll scoot this back. This is where a lot of the magic happens over here. And you can see Solo down there. Yeah, he's not very impressed. Raise this up a little bit. There we go. So hopefully everyone can see me. Like, there we go. Verna's showing how to drop channel link. By the way, if you guys are unfamiliar, which I don't know if anyone here is, but with Verna's channel, you got to check out Vase Place. She live streams at least twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. I catch the Saturday stream, but wealth of knowledge. It's a really good gathering of all the people kind of like-minded with the homesteading and animals, self-sufficiency, and all kinds of good stuff. So you meet a lot of good people there and get a lot of good info. Anywho, tonight I'm going to go ahead and I'm almost out of my Desert Gold tea. So I'm going to pretty much finish that off. It's a good evening blend. It's obviously one of my favorite. Let me see, is this microphone on? Yep, okay, good. And so I'm going to pour myself a cup of that, and then we will hop right into the next giveaway. And hopefully we end up right around an hour. It might go to an hour and a half. So we'll just go ahead and finish that off. The Desert Gold is a peppermint. Ooh, it's going to be a strong one. That's all right. It's a peppermint chamomile calendula. So a really good blend. I'm going to put that in here. So we still have some of our grafted teas for sale. All of Farmer Casey teas are sold out. Obviously, with season starting, we have a lot of new herbs that'll be planted and harvested, and most of that will come kind of midsummer and fall, where we get a lot more teas on. We are going to be adding a lot of other items to the shop, though, and we'll talk about that a little bit more tonight. Let me let that heat up for just a moment. And let me check chat here real quick. Everyone's dropping the weather. All right. And so we're going to hop on the website in just a moment, and I'll screen share that. But let me show you what the next giveaway is here. There we go. Sorry, I was setting something down. So for our next giveaway, I'm actually going to be giving away a bag of one of our grafted teas. And this is the Desert Gold. This is the one I'm drinking now. And so you're going to get the tea. You're also going to get the tea kit. And so that's going to come with your little tea squeezing spoon. You'll get a little wooden spoon, some tea bags, and the little tea tray. So we will run that in just a moment. Normally I'd let this cool down a little bit more, not be boiling, but I'll go ahead and scald it for now. Scald it. All right, awesome. So I got some of my Desert Gold tea, and let me screen share here while I let this seep here. And we're going to hop over. You guys can check out our website. So tonight with giveaways, we are talking about some of our affiliates and then some of the products we make. Those are some of the giveaways we're doing. So some will come from third party and some directly from us. And so just kind of a fun thing. But here's our website. You can check out graftedbranchhomestead.com. I've been having problems with it, but it's, for the most part, it's working now. So we got Farmer Casey's Gourmet Garden Teas and Herbs. Those will be coming as soon as we can harvest some. Of course, grafted teas. This is going to be the winner here, or the giveaway. So we're going to go ahead and go into that, and Desert Gold here. Now, this is one of our more price efficient, I guess, teas. And so it's $8 for the bag. And I'm not going to read all the way through it, but you guys can go there and read that if you like. And so we're going to go ahead and do the drawing here. So let me hop back over. And for this one, oops. There we go. So, are your teas on Amazon? They're not yet. So right now it's just on our website. My Etsy shop, which is Desert Dry. There, I've been selling a lot of other products, and I'm getting ready to move my teas there. Now I am working with Amazon more, so there's some cost in getting my product on Amazon. That's something I'm considering, but we're not there yet. Good question though. And if I miss things, sorry about that. But okay, so let me go ahead. What's that? We want to put them on our TikTok shop soon. Oh, and my wife is saying she does TikTok. So we do have our TikTok too, graftedbranchhomestead.com. If you go to the bottom, you can find our TikTok there. But she's going to be putting things on the TikTok shop, I guess. And so for this one, go ahead and type in all capitals T, T-E-A, and you're going to be entered. So I'm going to screen share here. Giveaway tool. There it is. There we go. And everyone is going. So let's go ahead and go back. And we'll choose our live stream. I guess I'm showing everyone how to do this too. All right, we're going to start collecting. We're going to go for a little bit. And so again, you're going to get one of those bags there of our Desert Gold Grafted Teas tea and the little tea kit. And so that will mail out. Looks like we got 11 entries. We'll give that just a moment. This is one of my favorite teas. Actually, well, I love them all. Let me get my little spoon. And you're going to get the little clip. I love all the teas, but this one is a good, calming kind of all-around tea. So with this, I actually wanted to show something real quick while we let anyone that may want to enter. So with one of our other products I'm going to show here in a minute, we're actually coming out with a tea, assorted tea set. I always want to say sampler, but that's not really what it is. And they'll come in these little tins and give you about 10 bags, 8 to 10 bags of tea. And you'll get our 3 different ones. So we'll show that in a moment. But okay, so we got 12 entries. I'm going to go ahead and run it. Hey, Pack Country, awesome. Congratulations. Let me write that down here. And we'll get a neat little package sent out to you. And so, awesome. Congratulations. There we go. All right. So all you got to do, you see down there at the bottom, email me at graftedbranchhomestead. Just say, winner, something like that. And email me an address you'd like that sent to. And we'll get that sent out this week. Congratulations. All right. Let me see here. So I know we have these little baby chickens here, and I've been really fighting myself lately. So I don't know about you guys, but here we can get chicks if we order them kind of all the time, and you have to get 10 at a time. Otherwise, really once or twice a year, they're in stock at Tractor Supply or other places like that. It's not all the time. So it is chick days here. And I've been fighting myself to not come home, I guess, with some other chickens. And I do think I'm going to lose that battle. I think I'm going to end up moving these silkies to a smaller little dog crate brooder up right above it, and then getting 4 Orpington Buff babies. If you're in here, babe, there you go. Hey, Bob, good to see you. So I think I may be doing that. I really want to get a duck or 2, but I need to make a pond and build a little infrastructure there. So I know that Kelly over at Feathered Connections got a duck recently. I know a lot of people are hatching out animals or definitely getting that spring animal fever. At least if you're anything like me. I've been up late at night looking at bees. I'm thinking about goat. I've been looking at, so I had a list of, and let me write this down because I'll get to it if I have time at the end. I have a list of things like that it says that homesteaders should be able to do. And I don't necessarily agree with it all, but one of the things on there was, milking an animal, a goat or a cow or something. And it just, man, I want goats. You need a quack shack. There you go. Yes, Spice. That's what it will be. The quack shack. All right. So with that, I of course, with our animals, one of the most important things to us is knowing what goes in their feed. I want to make sure I'm feeding them quality feed. And a lot of that has to do with the bugs you feed them too. And so you can buy dried mealworms or dried treats, protein treats and bugs and things like that for your chickens, for your birds, your quail, whatever it may be. From just Walmart or the store. But a lot of times those bugs are literally raised on crap, literally. And it's kind of gross. And so when that's going into the bug, and then the bug's going in the chicken, and then chicken's laying the egg and that's going into me, or the chicken's going into me, or quail or whatever. I kind of really want to know all the way down the line what's gone in it. So I started off raising my own mealworms that right after I got the chickens, and I still have my mealworm farm. This year I do plan on ramping it up, and I want to sell actually little mealworm kits to people that would like to do it themselves. Mealworms do take a while to get going though, so I was curious, and you can let me know in chat if any of you guys raise mealworms or maybe black soldier flies or bugs for your birds. But it does take a while to get going, to ramp up, and I don't always have that on hand or the quantity. So being able to buy some treats for the birds from time to time is pretty awesome. So one of the other affiliates we have here, companies we work with, is GraftedBranchhomestead. They have black soldier flies and dried ones and other things too, dog treats, all kinds of stuff. But let me show that screen real quick, if I can find it. One moment. I might have closed it. And this is in the description of all my videos too. You can check them out. It's a product I really do believe in. And so all the products that I show, I don't know what that is. All the products that I show or that I have affiliates with and things like that are ones I do believe in. And so let me show this here. There it is. Oops. Well, there we go. And so GraftedBranchhomestead here, they have for chickens, for reptiles, for dogs. I mean, you can get all kinds of things, but they have really quality, all organic raised. What I was showing here, though, is the GraftedBranchhomestead dried larva. This is black soldier fly larva. They're raised quality food here in, I believe, in North America all the way. And they have several different options here. And for the giveaway I'm going to be doing, it's for the 1 pound bag. So this is an $18.95 value. And this will be sent out. I love this tea. All right. And so let me go there. And we're going to do a drawing. And this next drawing is going to be for a GraftedBranchhomestead bag of dried soldier flies. Now, if you don't have birds or reptiles or things, you can still enter if you'd like. I don't know if you want to, but this may not be one for you. But anywho, let's go ahead and switch over. There we go. And where is it at? I got too many things open here. One moment. All right. Getting better at clicking all these things, but not quite there. And I see some comments, so I'll check that out in just a moment. We'll get to that. But for this one, bug, capital B-U-G. And you guys type in bug if you want to be entered to win the 1 pound GraftedBranchhomestead bag. There we go. All right, and then let's see. Tried raising Dubai roaches for dragons. Turns out, yes, you're bad and can kill roaches. LOL. Out of sight, out of mind. Woo! Roaches, huh? So I've actually sold a lot of my mealworms to people with reptiles. But they're a great product. The birds absolutely love them. Quail, the chickens. So we got a couple. We'll give it just another minute here. And let anyone that may want to enter. I'm going to try to grow some mushrooms. Very cool, Andy. Yeah, so my son's been doing mushrooms. We had some success here in the desert. I don't know how well they're going to do. What I've always wanted to try was the, was it called Hen of the Woods, I think? Chicken of the Woods? I've always wanted to try that. They are $1 each at the pet store. Is that the roaches? Your mushrooms didn't grow, Verna. Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why. That's a bummer. Okay, let's hop back over And it looks like 8 entries. So we're going to go and run it. Hey, Buster, congratulations. All right, so Buster, you win the 1 pound bag of GraftedBranchhomestead dried black soldier flies. So you can just email me. I might have your address, but either way, just email me real quick, winning or something like that, and an address, and we'll send that. There we go. Awesome. I don't know why my nose is always itching when I'm on here. Sorry. I always want to scratch my face when I'm on here. I told myself not to. And I'm going to turn on the fan real quick because I am getting hot. And so it looks like we got about 16, 17 people in here. We have a couple more giveaways. I'm going to show the baby birds again just because I want to, but let's see here where we are at. All right, so we got the GraftedBranchhomestead. Here I'm going to take a kind of a little bit of a break, and I'm going to show some other company we do have an affiliate with and give it just 3 or 4 minutes and talk about. So let me play this quick little video real fast. Congratulations, Buster. Okay, Vernon. All right, awesome. So definitely here on the Grafted Branch Homestead, if you follow, we do like to talk about being preparedness. I call it survivalist, surviving this crazy world, just doing the things you got to do to get by, and then trying to think ahead and put a little bit away. And one of the ways I like to do that is I don't have my own freeze dryer, so is by storing some long-term freeze-dried food. It's great for camping, backpacking, hiking, emergencies. If things go awry, it can last a very long time, 20 plus years. And so Augustin Farms is one I like to go with. I like to use. They have a great product, I think. It's pretty good and reasonably priced. And so let me show that real quick here. There we go. And so they have all kinds of different packages and products you can get. They have different bags here. You can get the 10-gallon kits or emergency kits. I mean, 10-gallon. The number 10 can. Some of them can get a little pricey. A lot of times they do run deals. Again, on Amazon, you can find deals quite a bit. But these are things you can throw on the shelf and let them sit or actually use them. So I'm not going to do a giveaway with Augustin Farms today. Sorry if you guys are wanting that. It's not my giveaway budget for this time. But they are a company that we have an affiliate with. And so you can see that in the description there. If you choose to click on it, you can get 10% off your first order there with the code that we have down there. And so they are a company I believe in. I think everyone should have a little bit of long-term storage in addition to the other stuff that we promote here. And so I do have a lot of different freeze-dried foods from Mountain House, all over the board. Augustin Farms, though, the quality and price, I think, fit well with where I'm at. And so if anyone's interested in doing that, you can click our link and check that out. Potato slices, only 10. Now, Verna has her own freeze dryer, and I know a lot of you guys do too. If you do, that's awesome. Freeze dry away. Someday I will have my own, but for now, we use those different things. And so, again, that's not to be afraid or think. There's a lot going on in this world, and a lot of people hop into preparedness right now out of fear. It's not the way to do it. You want to hop into preparedness just out of wisdom, and don't go and spend a ton and buy a whole bunch of freeze-dried food. You also need a good working pantry as well, but it's something that's smart to have on hand. All right, moving into the next giveaway then. If you guys have, excuse me, if y'all have followed for a little bit, we've been doing kind of some segments called Kicking the Chemicals. And this is really on my journey to cut out the chemicals, the bad things, and artificial fragrances and things that just aren't really good for you. A lot of times cancer producing and stuff like that are in the products that I put on my body and in my body.
And now I can't cut everything out right away. That's going to completely overwhelm me and be way too much. But what I can do is I can slowly start working on cutting some of those products out, and one by one add different things. So I'm not going to, I'll just run through real quick, but we've done like things like laundry detergent we made for the products that go on our clothes. Of course, this is 100% cotton. I love that. And then we've made deodorants, couple different ones, soaps, mouthwash, toothpaste, bunch of different things. The most recent, when we were on last here, was I made 2 different shampoos. And so I made a clarifying shampoo, which is just an apple cider vinegar and water mixture. You can check that out in my last stream. And I use this once a week, so I've used it twice now. And it's excellent at removing buildup. Then I created a honey green tea peppermint shampoo, and I wasn't sure about this one. I absolutely love it, and I wasn't sure about the honey, but I love this. It's worked out really well. So I've used it 3 times. I'm not washing every day, and it does, for a little disclosure, with going natural things and making your own product, it takes your body a little bit of time to get used to it. You can have, it may need some time. Anyways, this one here, I was a little concerned because of the honey in it and how that would do. It holds up well. First of all, it hasn't molded or anything like that. It's been in my shower. Foams up really well in my hair. It's really left my hair moisturized. It feels fuller bodied and moisturized. Now I do rinse it out really well, so there's no of that anything left in there. But it doesn't feel honey or goopy or anything like that. It feels like normal shampoo. Works really well. I've found it adds thickness to my hair and a moisturizer. So the next one we're going to do is a conditioner. I'm not doing that tonight because it's our giveaway stream, probably next week. And I actually, to be honest, don't really feel a need for it too much for my head. I've actually, even tonight, I used this shampoo on my beard, and it feels a lot more moisturized, and I actually really like it. And so we've been doing these here. One of the things we did was we made our own bar soap. And so this was out of a goat milk soap base. And then we added some of our own lavender and rosemary to it. It lathers up really good. I've been using it for my body and my hands and my face and everything. And I really like it. So for our next giveaway, this is a limited exclusive. This is some of our first shot at making soap. So it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty cool. And so for this giveaway, you're going to get 3 of these soap bars that we made, our exclusive Grafted Branch Homestead limited edition soap bars. And then you're also going to get, like I showed earlier, our little assorted tea sampler or a tea assortment kit. And so you're going to get 3 of these. Now these 2 aren't filled yet, but you're going to get our Serenity little tea. You're going to get a Harmony Blend little tea and a Yeehaw Blend little tea, and then 3 of those soap bars. I do want to stop and mention, though, before we run this, with the channel growing, I've gotten a few extra things on there that people can do for videos or stuff. One of the things that opened up, though, was memberships, and I've been tossing around a lot how I would like to do that. I don't want to exclude people on YouTube from things. So what I think I've decided, or I'm working on deciding, is we're going to start a membership program probably in the next month. It's going to be pretty cheap. And what that is it's going to be more in depth to what I already offer on YouTube, mostly on the building and DIY and how to. And so where it's going to go is I will still release all those videos for YouTube to see and kind of how I do now. The membership, though, for really cheap, you're going to have some exclusive videos at that first tier, and that's going to give you more step-by-step on how to build things. So you're going to get kind of classes almost, or little step-by-step DIYs on how to build some of these things, some kits, and occasionally I'll give those away. I will also gift memberships quite a bit. And then in a higher tier there, we want to make that, it's called our sharecropper tier, but basically from that, you're going to get a little bit of the bounties from our homestead, a little bit of the things we do. So when we make things like soaps or vanilla or shampoos or different things from time to time. We're going to put together 12 little kits, and every month those tiers will get a little kit. So it's kind of like a little subscription package, but from Grafted Branch Homestead. So that's something that's coming in the future you can look forward to. Let me see if there's any comments. Freeze-dried kiwi sounds good. Spice of life. I find it funny when someone says dried potatoes. I'm like, what is au gratin potatoes? Potatoes dry really well and rehydrate really well. I use them for a lot of things. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to run this. And so for this one, let me think. What are we going to do? What word should we do? DIY. Let's do in all capitals DIY. And so if everyone wants to do that, this is again for a chance to win some of our limited exclusive first shot at making soap. You get 3 bars of the goat milk, rosemary, lavender soap, and our tea assortment there. And so there you go. Everyone's starting to type. And let me go back over here. We'll set this up. This tool works really well. And let me screen share. There it is. There we go. So we got 3 or 4 entries moving along. So anyone that wants to try out some of our exclusive first shot at soap and a little tea assortment, go ahead and type DIY, all caps, and we'll give that just a moment. And we'll let anyone that may want to enter. So I still got 16 of y'all in here. Hey, well, that is cool. Thank you guys for joining. This is a little different stream today, not our normal. Next week, we're going to, my plan at least, is to make homemade conditioner. I'm thinking about trying either some hair gel or something else as well. We might do a 2-part on that. And then this week, I think I'm going to release my video on this soap because that's really easy. And I do like it a lot. And I think I'm going to release my video on the shampoo because even though I've only been using it for a week, I think that's a winner. All right, DIY. We like to show DIY here and do building. Speaking of tomorrow's video, so last Sunday we did a kind of a free video, I guess. We built and did some chores. Tomorrow we're going to do something similar. So we're going to be building on the greenhouse. All right, let's hop over, see how many we got in here. 8 entries. Let's go and check it out. Show me bunnies and more. Awesome. Congratulations. Well, cool. You're going to get that soap and tea set. So let me put that on here. And you will have to, when you send me an email to graftedbranchhomestead.com, put winner, make sure you put on there that you're show me bunnies and more, because I may not know. And then an address you'd like that sent to, and we'll get that sent out this week. Congratulations. All right, there we go. Oh, and then I got a question. How is the land search going? It's going good. So we go back and forth with this, I know, a lot. And of course, we're still trying to put together all the money we would need for a down. And then we also have some family structure things without going into it too much that weighs on us a little bit. So we're looking for land. We probably aren't, when we look at moving our time frame now, since my son is so involved in high school right here, and he only has 2 years left, or 3 years, 2.5 years, I guess, left. Our time frame's kind of looking at maybe a couple years here. Of course, we want to be prepared if something comes up and apply to go right away. That's definitely my goal and an option. But as far as the land hunt goes, our time frames are a little bit different there. So if something falls in our lap, awesome. And we are looking. We're actually still actively starting communications with some people and trying to maybe get some things going. But that's where we're at with that. So in the meantime, we're still going to be doing projects. So like with Casey's Kid Cave that we'll show again tomorrow, some of the DIY membership starts will be on that as well. So we will show on YouTube on our normal one, like, for example, setting up the solar project. and how that looks and what we put on that. And then the membership only, you'll do the step-by-step and kind of break it down a little bit more. And we're going to gift a lot of memberships out. So congratulations. Awesome. All right. Let's see here where I got next then. All right, so we're going to hop back over to Grafted Branch Homestead. One of the other things we do is I have some third-party items we sell. Things I can't print out yet. Now, I would love to get my own t-shirt press or cup press or different things like that. Hopefully in the future I will be able to make my own shirts and stuff. But for now I don't. And so we go through a third party, and I like to use Spreadshop. So let me go over here. And this is for probably our biggest giveaway tonight, which is kind of a cool item. So let me hop over. And then the tea assortment pack and some other things like that will be going up in the shop. I'm going to send an email out as well when our new products go in to anyone that we have an email for. So hopefully that doesn't bother anyone. But yeah, we just got a lot of stuff going on. So let me go over here. There we go. And we're going to come back up top. Now again here, you can get some seeds from us. We'll be putting more in there, probably harvest season, but toothache plant or snake gourd seeds. We have our teas, grafted teas, which we talked about, Farmer Casey teas or tea accessories. Also have some livestock here. And so quail and poultry, you can get scissors from us. I think that's the only thing in there right now. Free, which is our biggest seller, if you will. But I have plans in here, so there'll be other plans for our builds in here. Right now, it's just that incubator. And then community shoutouts, which I really need to work on. But what we are doing right now is we're going to look at freezer camps. So let me go back. And if you're here at the screen, at the home screen, you could check it out here. Or if I come down at the bottom, here down at the bottom where you can see our TikTok and Instagram and the things my wife does. Or you can click on here. So we're going to go to Spreadshop. And this is our Grafted Branch Homestead Spreadshop. There's a bunch of different things in here. We have our freezer camp line. 2 additions to that. And if there's something you guys would like in particular, I can make that happen too. Just let me know. But a lot of different products. We have our Grafted Branch Homestead Zia, if you can get some merch there if you like. And it's third party, but it does help us out. We get a portion of that. So a lot of cool things in here. What we are looking at in particular, though, for this giveaway, is going to be aprons. And we're going to do a freezer camp apron. So I'm going to give whoever wins this one the choice. You'll have to put which one you'd like. But we have the freezer camp original adjustable apron here. So it's an adjustable. It's got pockets. And this is the original design. You can see there. So our freezer camp, you got the freezer on it out in the woods. Or I will let you choose, or you can choose a Zia one if you want. You can put that there or one of these others. But we have 2 of these ones. This is kind of my night, I guess, edition. And so you can get this one here, or you can get this one. So this has this kind of string you can see, and this has this other one. I'll let you choose. If you don't choose, this is the one here you'll get. And so this is going to be for an apron. So freezer camp, camp counselor, something I think is fun. If you aren't butchering animals, I don't know. It might be fun to have anyways, but definitely good if you do any dispatching or anything like that. So we are going to do it for the apron. Hey, J. Mary, welcome. You are here for the last giveaway, so you're not too late. Canner Camp labels and the design. I'm making myself a huge note. I will work on it, and I will email you personally as soon as I get those up. Maybe I'll send you a few just because of the delay. So if you're wondering what that is, Canning Camp is some dissolvable canning labels I have that has a cute little design. And so that's coming up too. So, yep. There you go. All right. And let's see. And we'll do some comments at the end. We're at about an hour now, so I'm going to go to an hour and a half, and we'll open up a little bit more of our normal stream there. So let's see. For this one, what should we type in? Let's see. Well, let's do that. Type in cull. C-U-L-L, all capitals, cull. So as cull as in dispatching. So C-U-L-L, all capitals. And we'll run it for that. And this is for the freezer camp apron. If you win, in that email that you send to me, you can let me know which one you would like. It doesn't have to be the freezer camp one. You can actually choose any of those. If you want a shirt, we can probably do that too. Man, my nose is really dry and itching always. Sorry. Apologize. And we'll make that happen. Otherwise, you'll just get the adjustables. So everyone's showing their cull. Let me go over here. I love doing giveaways. I think I'd like to do them every 4 to 6 months, do a giveaway. They're a ton of fun. Maybe every 4 months or so, every quarter, we'll do a giveaway stream. We got 7 already, so we'll give it another few minutes here. Let anyone else that may want to try their hand at winning that apron. And it will come to you third party. One moment here. Let me grab something. It's probably bad I'm pulling one of these guys out while we're doing the cull. Now, these guys aren't going to be cold. The silkies are friends, not food. So we will have a flock of 3 for now. I'm hoping one of them's a rooster. I don't know. But I may even get some more silky eggs because I just love these little guys so much. Yeah, every quarter will be, every 3 months. Sorry. So every third. Yeah. Keep your baby warm. I'll go put him back. Or her. Who knows? So I'm not sure when you can sex the silkies. We'll find that out. But the next eggs that are going in the incubator are going to be the jumbo Coturnix quail. We're going to go ahead and recycle our flocks on the jumbos. And then the Celadon are doing great. I'm working on moving them out and purifying the bloodline so I can start selling those. So cute. Yeah. Hey, Psych, you guys got to come over and take a look. He looks so sweet sitting there. How far can you ship those chicks? I know you're probably asking Gidros where I got them from. Yeah, they look like Muppets. They're so much fun. So I've had our first chicks, our first silky came live through the mail, which I thought was crazy, but they all came live. That was fun. We went and picked them up. They were our first livestock animals here on the homestead. And we had 3 silkies and 4 Orpington buffs. And so of that, we have 1 Orpington buff left and 1 silky. I can tell their stories of why we don't have the others if you like their stories. But we that's what we got. And so Nikki almost died. My wife nursed it and got her eating and drinking. And so she's going now. But we sure do love them. What's it? What's that? That's a win-win chick there. Would that make it an ugly duckling? All right, so let me go ahead and hop back over and we're going to screen share. And again, if you want to get in for that apron or the spread shop item there, go ahead and type cull, C-U-L-L in all caps. And giveaway tool. So we had to pick them up at the post office. So J. Mary was saying, what if they deliver them when you're not home? Actually, the postman called us on that one, which was awesome. Sometimes they'll call you and asked if we wanted them delivered, but they were going to be in the truck all day, or if we wanted to pick them up. And so we went to the post office to pick them up. Sometimes they'll call you and tell you just to come pick them up. When you do order livestock over the mail, which is pretty common, I guess, you want to make sure you know when they're coming and you're being aware of that date so you can go get them right away. All right, cool. So let's hop back over and we will run that. Show me bunnies and more. You won twice tonight. Well, congratulations. Let me write that down. I didn't specify any rules as to whether people could win twice or not. So that is good. Congratulations. Well, awesome. So we still have some more stream, but those giveaways are a ton of fun. I love doing them. I think in 4 months we'll do those again. I may actually do a special one in April for my birthday too, though, or as we release things. So giveaways are great. And congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome. She's on a hot streak. Yep. So if you guys didn't win, sorry about that. You can still get some things, though. If you decide you visit my shop, but you don't really want to buy anything quite yet, maybe you want to test the teas out or some of our other items. Right now, I guess it'd just be teas, but things like that from time to time. Shoot me an email, graftedbranchhomestead.com. Let me know, hey, Matt, I'd like a tea sampler, and we'll get that sent out to you. So if you did not win, you can still win. I know I was supposed to do some tea samplers back in October. I had some foobar with how that happened and ended up just giving some free stuff. But we got that fixed now, so we can do that. Congratulations, everyone. All right, let's see. So we are nearing the end. I'm going to go for another half an hour here, though. And let's see, where am I at? Okay, yeah. So next week's schedule, I plan to be on live 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Again, Saturday evening. And for that one, it's going to be a little bit normal live stream. We have some bunker chat with Matt. I have a couple tips, videos I've been working on. And then we plan on doing a show and tell / DIY on some stuff. And so we'll show that tomorrow here. Oh, and then also we're going to make a conditioner and do a couple other things, everything willing. Tomorrow here, everything willing at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. We're going to hop on for kind of one of our streams like we did last week that people seem to like that. So that'll be one of those short streams where I'm going to do a couple chores that I have that I've picked out. And then we will move on to building our greenhouse. We're hopefully going to get some of the cover on part of that and then show the kid cave and a few things there. We'll have some fun with the chickens so you guys can join that. That should be a ton of fun. Let's see. Yeah. And so now I'm just going to hop into chat a little bit more. If you guys haven't given me a thumbs up or given the channel a thumbs up or thumbs down, I guess, if that's your cup of tea, I encourage you to do so. Maybe hop at chat for a minute, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Hey, Brooke, welcome. You're a little bit late for the giveaways, but we still got some chat. So you're here for some fellowship and probably show babies again because I do love them so much. You can still win, though, if you like, Brooke, if you want a tea sampler. I know you've gotten some teas, though. You thumbs up. Awesome. Where are you from there? Show me. I think we're asking. So let's see what else has been going on here. It has been a busy week. I'm sure most people have had busy weeks. I know a lot of people have been sick. I've been eating my fermented garlic honey every day. Like I swear by it. I think it keeps me from getting sick, but we've been doing that. We got a lot of plant starts. So actually with the greenhouse, we'll probably show some of our plants tomorrow. And so actually we got a bunch of different ones planted, a lot of different peppers, tomatoes, and things like that. Loofahs. We start planting eggplant tomorrow and a couple others. My wife will probably correct me, but we got some going, planting inside. You had a busy week there, Andy? Matt, if the chicks are in the mail more than a day or two, won't they die? The heat, no food, no water. You know, I thought so too, but actually with incubating too, the chicks have enough food and water, enough nutrient in their body from the yolk when they hatch for up to 3 days about before they need to eat and drink. So they get those shipped to you rushed right away and they're okay. If it's in colder weather, I know a lot of companies or sometimes people will add in some of those heat packs in there to keep them warm. I had my chicks mailed out right at the beginning of spring. It worked out well. A lot of times companies will, when they send live chicks, will talk to you about that type of stuff too. I don't know if I'd want to do it in dead of winter. Now I have a bad habit of ordering hatching eggs in the dead of winter, and I do think that has impacted my hatch rates a little bit. But Matt, fermenting onions tomorrow. Oh, that is something I want to do. I really want to pickle red onions, and then I want to do a fermented onion garlic mixture as well. You have a 25-pound bag. You need to do something with them. See, that's the way to do it. Buy it in bulk and either freeze dry it or ferment it or pickle it. Maybe we'll do a video on pickling or fermenting. They have 3 days. Yeah. That's just about 3 hours from you. 5 days? What's 5 days? Oh, okay. You read it wrong. So your chicks, this is Spice, my wife. She's saying our chicks arrived in June. That's right. Nikki was the extra chick and almost didn't survive. So a lot of times, too, companies will send in a couple extra chicks in case ones do pass away. So Nikki was our bonus chick. We had ordered 6, and they sent Nikki as a bonus. If they're packaged right, Matt, then the eggs don't matter when they're mailed. Okay. That blows me away too. When I first thought of having them shipped, I was like, this is gotta be oh man. And there's actually a sad story when COVID first started and shipping really shut down and all that. I guess I said a buzzword. Anyways, they had really sad. A lot of animals ended up in at the UPS places and things like that and didn't get sent out and did die. So if you can hatch them yourself or buy them locally or something like that, that is better. But if you got to order them, order them. Oh, let's see. So I know on the post office website they have instructions on shipping live animals. You just never read it. They do it a lot. I guess they do it quite a bit. Fermenting's a good topic. Maybe we'll do fermenting next week then. Let me write that down. That is a great topic. Let me grab a piece of paper here. So we will. I think I might do some fermenting. I need to show my little kits and all that. Anyways, let me pull that banner off now. There we go. Let me pull up this picture. What do you guys all think of that picture? I absolutely love that picture. So sunset over the desert, and I have our little grafted thing there. I didn't know about shipping eggs before. I thought it was crazy when you first heard it. You won your first shipped eggs. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I thought so too, but it works out good. Live animals are usually shipped with priority mail. And I think you can get other animals shipped too, but I don't know. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm curious. Have any of you? I'll guess off topic a little bit, but let's see. It was beautiful. So I don't think I have the pictures. They're still on my phone, but actually the other night, beautiful moon out here. We get some really cool shots. My son Casey there and my wife got my telescope and they went outside and set it up and they were taking pictures with the phone and through the telescope. Really cool pictures. I know I've talked about a few times. So I got my picture of the moon and that sun, and that was actually taken during the day. But I talk about it a lot. I really am interested in the sun, what it's doing, how it affects life and us, and I think it has a lot to do with it. And the moon as well. It has a lot to do with growing. As I've gotten into learning about growing horns, of course, it's been done for a very long time, so there's a lot on it. And the moon actually has a lot to do with that. So I think it's really interesting. Yeah. We have a freezer full of Concord grapes we grew that I'm gonna make into wine someday. Fermented onion wine. I'm not sure about that. Maybe. I put garlic honey in some of my teas sometimes, and I think that's really good. But so is it a full moon tonight then? I thought last night. It must have been almost full last night. Yeah, it helps. It's something I've been getting into more. This year I want to try and learn and do a little bit more of that. I've also been looking at some of the, I don't know if people have seen the, what's it called? The electro gardening where they do the copper rods. I don't know how much is to that, but it's worth a shot. I mean, why not? I think I'm going to try some of that this year. Yeah, it's full tonight. Okay. The hot air balloons. Did you see that in my video or maybe yours? So in New Mexico here in Albuquerque in particular, we have the International Balloon Fiesta. We have hot air balloons most of the year. They're flying around and we have what's called the box effect here. So because of our mountains and the way the jet streams go, it creates a box. And so the balloons fly around in that. And they actually, where they dip down and come down is right over my house. So we have hot air balloons where you can see the passengers in there all the time. So with our sunsets and rises, usually if the sun rises, but I get a backdrop of the sun rising and hot air balloons almost every morning. Absolutely beautiful. Grow hair on your chest. Might be worth trying. Electroculture. There you go. Seen them on my video, yeah. I'll have to show them more. They're really pretty. I love watching them. And so our backdrop in Albuquerque is gorgeous. We have the Sandias, which is the watermelon mountains, and then we have the Manzanos, the apple mountains that go right around us. And the sun rises over that, and then it sets over our volcanoes that we can see right out there, and the hot air balloons. And one of the things I do have here is a gorgeous sky. If you do it right, it works well. It might be worth trying. I've seen it. So I follow, and I'm trying to remember the name of the channels. Oh, I can't remember now. There's some of the really big homestead channels that have tried it. Lucy freaks out when she sees hot air balloons. Oh no. Well, I mean, if you didn't know what they were, I could see that being something scary. I've always wanted to see I've always wanted to take a hot air balloon ride, but I've always thought that would be neat. They offer them here for a couple $100. You can do it, but maybe someday. You gotta be careful though. We had an air balloon pilot a year or two back ran into some power lines. You saw it years and years ago when going through. It was a sight to see. And the balloons are beautiful. They really are. When I take my kids to school in the morning, they fill the sky. Electroculture. Okay, yeah. He's asking, what is electroculture? So electroculture, they take some copper rods and, well, copper wire, I guess, and you twist it around, you run it into a kind of a rod shape, and they put it into the ground. And I'm not 100% on it. I'll have to do a video on it. But from what I understand, it's supposed to pick up some of the static, basically, or the electric in the air. And certain way it works, it's supposed to promote growth of the plants. And from the videos I watch, if you do it right, you have to wrap them right and coil them right or whatever, I guess, and do a certain thing with them. I'll do a video on it. But if you do it right, supposedly your plants grow a lot bigger. I do know there is a lot to do with frequency and those types of things with plants. Now we have power lines that run right over our yard, and I've actually done research, and there's a lot out there on how power lines and different magnetic fields affect your plants as well. So I don't know. There's a lot. No thanks. You're gonna keep your feet on the ground. No hot air balloon for Bert. So keep your feet on the ground. Do a little grounding. So getting into some of the, I guess, the more fringe gardening techniques and stuff. But if they don't cost a lot or hurt anything, I figure why not try it? I mean, you might as well, right? Last year we didn't have a really good crop, and actually, after listening to people, it seems like a lot of people had that year type of year. Even listening in Verna's stream to Dale with Dale's Quail, he does a lot of homesteading. I guess that's kind of their primary thing, and he was saying how he focused a lot on his business and stuff last year. Wasn't quite as good of a haul in, and I've heard a lot of people struggled with different things, various things last year quite a bit. Anyways, I guess a lot of people just didn't get a real good haul. We got some good stuff. We didn't put a lot back last year though. We were still relying on our previous year's stock in our store bought stock. So this year we're doing something a little bit different. Going by my wife's plan. We are doing a large variety of items, but we're narrowing it down a little bit and focusing on getting some quantity out of it. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. Let me write that down. What's it called? A Gauss meter? I need to get that. I actually need to get a Geiger meter as well. I need to look into these things. I'll have to pick them up on Amazon, but I'll have to buy them through the Amazon affiliate. Yes, I should. I have two enormous compost piles right now, one in the making and one that's ready. I do a year, I let it sit for a year, and then I use it next year. And right now, my compost is chicken and quail manure mostly, so really nitrogen rich. Fantastic. I've been spreading it around the yard. I really want to do rabbits though for their manure in particular. We got experience last year. That's what we got. Yep, we did. When that's keep do the things. Rabbit poo is top notch. It is. It's a cold fertilizer, so you don't have to let it compost. You can put it right in the garden. Top notch. I've actually tried to buy it from some people before, but that didn't work. We are going to get rabbits. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next or when, but we are. I know what was wrong with your harvest last year. Your harvest. It was terrible Wally World soil. Yeah. And there was some people, and this is how gardening goes. And so I think it's funny when people say, "Oh, if I have problems, I'll just throw seeds in the ground and garden." Right? Good luck. So some years, and everyone goes through different things at different times, wherever you are. But some years we really battle the bugs, and they wipe out a lot of things. Some years we battle drought and heat, and that wipes out a lot of things. Some years it's the cold and hail or things, and that wipes out a lot. Some years some plants just don't grow. Some years it's all of the things, and so that's part of gardening. You have to do a video about how good your fig tree is doing since you planted it in rabbit poop. My figs did not survive, Verna. I got to get more sticks. That was my fault. I let them mold in rabbit poop. So I'm going to get a rabbit, and then I'm going to get more fig sticks. We are, she says. We're going to get a rabbit or two at least. I want to do pelts and make some gloves and some raw dog food and some stuff that can sit in the cage out there in the corner or maybe in the greenhouse and keep it warm. And, just maybe, who knows? They, by accident, got topsoil, no good. Yeah. A lot of the store-bought soils can be no good. I find plastics and things in it a lot. Wally World, it's kind of hit and miss. So I know in your situation, Verna, you really got to rely on that. Maybe you could find someone local that has some good soil. I know we're trying to really make our own seed starter soil and my own topsoil kind of, and then our compost and mix that in with our native stuff as much as possible. We do still buy some, but I try and limit it as much as possible. So part of it, I guess, is permaculture. I don't know. We're running the chickens over the land. Our soil was no good, just sand here. But I've been putting in garden lime and gypsum, running plants that have big tap roots like sunflowers and dandelions. Let the chickens go through and scratch it. So a lot of organic matter, a lot of compost. And we're really trying to build that up. But it was cool this morning because I'm going in the compost. I'm getting out last year's compost that's ready now, moving it over and sprinkling it on the ground, getting ready to put cover crop in. And it's just cool because I really didn't have to buy a lot of soil this year. We're going to get a little bit, but being able to you're seeing it full cycle, I guess. The waste went in there last year. The old plants went in there last year, pine shavings and all that. And I watched that become good soil. And this it's over. I moved it over, and now I'm spreading it around, and then we'll grow plants in it. And so kind of seeing that full circle. It's a homestead. It's working. And homestead can mean a lot of different things depending on your situation. LOL Spice, yeah, she may not have known. That's funny. Yep. So a lot of that. So Brooke, we got 3 more weeks till spring, and I know you're in a cold area, but when do you think you're gonna start trying your hand at the incubating again? Let's see. Last summer I said it was too hot to drag the water hose around and gave up. But when it cooled down, the plants in the rabbit poo were fine. Okay. You got your crop of tomatoes. We do battle being too hot and the soil drying out too much here. We've been battling that with using some mulch or straw and things like that on the tops. We also use garden oils here, and then drip systems. So that kind of keeps it alive when I don't want to drag that hose around. And you like the rabbit poop, and you got good tomatoes. Awesome. Cool. I should drive to QuailCon this year. That way you can get rabbits from Andy. All right, I'm going to pull something up here. Let's see. Let me pull something up, and then I'll screen share here in a minute. Okay, bear with me just a moment. You can know my location, computer. All right, I'm not going to show all of this. I don't want to show all that, but let's see. It doesn't show me the distance. Looks weird. All right, anyways, we'll just screen share this real quick. There it is. Okay. All right, so there we go. If I would love to drive it, absolutely love. That would be a trip. I would need to take some time off work, and so there would be my trip. I'm not sure exactly how far that is, and I don't want to show too much info, but we would be going from New Mexico here all the way up to Miamisburg, Ohio. So we would have to go through Texas, the Panhandle, Amarillo, and all that, all the way through Oklahoma, through all of Missouri. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to do this trip through Illinois, Indiana, and then to Ohio. If I did do this trip, though, my problem is there's so many spots I would want to stop along the way. I would want to detour into Arkansas. I would probably want to meet some other YouTubers and other people along the way and do other things. I would love to drive. Maybe I will, who knows? But if I did, this is going to be at least a week-long trip, if not 2. I could make it into, but that would be a great one to drive. Even flying was a long trip, but yeah. So let's see. How long? Okay, let me pull it up. Let me see. So it didn't show right here. Get directions. All right, here we go. Maybe this will tell me. Yes. So if I drove there straight, it is 1,398.5 miles from Albuquerque to Miamisburg. It would take me 19 hours and 32 minutes of driving straight through. It would be fun. Don't get me wrong. I would love it. But I don't know. I might be better off sticking some rabbits in the carrier on the plane. All right, let's see. What did I miss? As soon as this tree is gone, you can start getting your buckets ready to plant in. Yep. How do you guys plant your potatoes? I'm just curious. We've had some luck with them, but not great. Woohoo. I'm keeping some good branches for the mushrooms. All right. Next time you start looking for a few fruit trees. That's something else I want to do. We want to get a few more fruit trees. Now, I'm stuck between this. We want to move and versus doing projects that take real long time, like trees and things like that. But I've come to the conclusion that we're going to learn and do the things now because who knows what the future holds. It could be for someone else or for us. So I do want to put some more fruit trees in. Brooks answering. So next month, get got to get the incubator put together. So you're building that. That is awesome. I'm so sorry for anyone that wants my incubator videos. I get asked all the time, and time is my problem. We will get another one built, but that's cool. Next month, you have to keep me updated there, Brooke. Mr. Landfill. So sorry, guys, you keep falling asleep. That's all right. Hey, thanks for showing up. Mr. Landfill, you have a great evening. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow for some of that greenhouse build. Have a good one. You agree, Verna? And people are saying good night. I would love to have an apricot tree, and they are supposed to grow here in Arkansas, but I never get one to grow. Apricots would be awesome. So my son wants a pomegranate tree. We love pomegranate. He absolutely loves it, but we do, and they do grow here. So that is something I think this year I'd like to get another peach tree and a pomegranate tree. I hate flying. Driving is longer but better. I agree. I'd rather drive. I like the road trip. That is part of it, though, is the problem is I would want to stop at places all along the way. One of these days. One of these days. Flying's fun, though, if you don't do it very often. Yeah. Well, that would be man, that would be a trip. Oh, that would be fun. I just got a new truck. I mean, how long? How long what? Were you saying how long is the drive? Oh, so the drive is about 1,400 miles and it take roughly 20 hours nonstop. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm catching up on comments. Going through Oklahoma, you will fall asleep, but the whole state is as flat as a board. LOL. Maybe not the whole state, but parts you're going through. All right. I love New Mexico, and we're here obviously for a bunch of reasons. But who knows? Maybe at some point in my life I'll end up somewhere else. I'm never gonna kick that out. And so it would be cool to see all the places. It was cool to see Ohio. Every year, if you plant a few pounds of potatoes, every year you get about half as much as you plant. Still don't know how I do it. Well, yes, I do. Matt, 21-hour drive. Okay. Verna did the more exact math. Oh, it would be so much fun. That would be great. I could do it in a 2-day drive there, 2-day back. It's a 2-day event. So, and then if I stop a few places, maybe if I make like 8 or 9 days, that would allow me some time to stop and do a few things. That would be cool. The ants ate your peaches. We had some of that problem this year too, J. Mary. Before you could, and the squirrels would take one bite out of the peach. We had some of that too. Throw it on the ground, they rotted. Your yard smelled like a brewery. Yeah, so we actually didn't have a lot of peaches anyways to start with. Um, but we had one that had a bite out of it that was probably that squirrel now to think of. And then we had ants too that got on there. So ants are a big thing we battle. I don't like ants at all. Ants bring aphids. They farm them. And so if you have ants, you probably have aphids. So we do organic. I do want to use poison for ants, so it is hard to kill those suckers. Hopefully we have more peaches this year. Illinois is a pretty boring drive too. All right, Matt, it would all depend on if you have another driver with you. That is true as well. So my oldest son starts driving this year, and he needs hours. When I started driving, my dad took me to drive to California there and back, and I got most of my driving hours that way. little bit over an hour and a half. I am enjoying just chatting, so I am gonna go for a few more. We still got people in here, and I might as well. When I get off stream tonight, I just have a few things to do. I'm gonna candle these eggs, determine whether I'm gonna keep incubating any of them or not, and then I'm gonna go out and collect any jumbo wild eggs that are out there that are fertile and clean the incubator. We'll let those quail eggs sit for 24 hours and then they're going to be going in. So I got that tonight. I'm going to be doing some updates on the website tonight, working with my membership idea a little bit more there. Ed, putting you life in his untrained hands. Putting my life in his untrained hands, man. What am I? I'm confused a little bit. Oh, and Keith, and driving. I used to drive from Little Rock to Toledo. Okay, that's a good drive. Almost. Well, anyways, take a bus. All right, take a Greyhound bus. They really make a great trip out of it. Never done that before. I've always wanted to take a train too. I don't know. So here in New Mexico, Albuquerque, we have the Santa Fe Railroad, and it all runs right through. We have quite a few trains that run around here. One of our other little places in the state runs right by train tracks. Anyways, I always thought it'd be cool to take a train, but a Greyhound bus would be fun too. Yeah, sun driving. Yep. Yeah, Ed, it's kind of terrifying. Now, Ed, because of you, if I went on a trip like this, it would be even more dangerous because I guarantee you, if I'm driving through all these states and in my truck with a hitch and a tow package, I'm going to stop and pick up a government surplus water tank or something somewhere along the way and drag it back. Thank you, Ed. And I do mean thank you. I have tried pure compost. I think it was too rich. Yes, it can be. It was or too wet. Okay, not enough sun. I tried to add dirt as they grew up, but left them to turn brown. But I never had them flower much. Okay, might have not, might have been not enough sun. We have plenty of sun out here. One thing I think is funny is I had someone come from Washington, and I kind of they were talking about what they liked about New Mexico. And one thing she said that I always thought was interesting is she said they always say your skies out there are so big, and they never knew what that meant until I came. And our skies are big. We have fairly flat city, not a lot of skyscrapers or flat country out here, at least in Albuquerque, and you can see the sky. I mean, whole vastness of the sky when you look up. It is absolutely beautiful. And the sun shines. Okay. 9.5 hour trip to Qualcomm. That must be for you there, Ed. Now see, I would need to go all the way around loop and see the West Coast and come back. It's not your fault. It is your fault. No, it would be my fault. But you sent me those links and I appreciate that. I've been looking, man. You'll have a good night. Hey, Renegade, you have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Tried a little dirt at the bottom and a lot of straw on top. All right. But still not good with that either. All right. Maybe after this year and no tree. Yes, Verna, you have had. Hopefully, you had a good day and you got some shoes, but we'll discuss later. I know you've had a long one. Get up at 6 a.m. and now it's 12. Wow, Verna, get rest. Thank you so much for moderating and for being here. Verna, I appreciate you a lot. And people are going saying good night. Yeah. Where are you, Ed? So Ed is North Carolina. This is funny. I didn't realize I had 5 compost bins in your backyard. So you had to move them all. Okay. So we have 3. We have 3. 2 of them rotate, and one of them's on its own thing. One of them my brother got me, and that's for kitchen scraps and stuff like that. The other 2 are mostly bird manure and garden things, and those are high nitrogen. And again, I keep them on a 1-year rotation. So one's ready to go, one is being built. Oh, Virginia Beach. Yeah, there you go. That's where Ed is. Nikki's saying the best thing I use in our garden is quail poo mixed with pine pellets. So we do pine shavings and quail poo, but yeah, we use on the trays, and we put it on from fall to December and till it in. Makes great dirt. Yeah, I highly suggest composting if y'all don't do it. Good way of getting rid of waste. And it's also a good way to feed the garden. And if you're using the quail poo and the chicken poo, it's really nitrogen rich soil. It's really good. I found my corn did great in it. The wheat did good. The beans do good. Yeah. And I'm going to go to an hour and 45 tonight. So that is another 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. And then I'm going to say goodbye. I am really enjoying the chats here. And tonight was fun. Doing some, I love doing the giveaways and something a little different. But we'll go for another 8 minutes. And then I'm going to hop off as well. And we'll be back on tomorrow. So I guess we'll open up the last few minutes. Any celebrations you guys may want to share? Anything you got going on you may want to share? Anything maybe sad that I can pray for, something like that? Questions on anything we're doing here or how to do anything that maybe I can answer real quick before we hop off? I'm feeling my beard. I use my homemade shampoo. Oops. I use the honey homemade shampoo in my beard before the live stream tonight, and I really like it. It feels fuller, I guess, more volume kind of. And I decided to use it because this has peppermint oil in it, which is supposed to be good for stimulating hair growth. I don't really need it on the top of my head yet, but my beard could definitely use some of that. And it looks like it may be. I don't know. This isn't helping yet, but it's coming in. The pellets breakdown. Yeah. So I actually used the stall pellets with the quail on the trays at first. I just haven't bought more, but I did really like that. It helps cut down on the moisture, which helps cut down on smell. I use pine shavings in the chicken coop right now, and so that's what's going in there, adding some of that browns when I don't have all the plants to add. The part of the yard you put quail poo and wood chips in is the best little part of the yard. Yeah, the ones I used, the compost for the first time last year. Now that part of the yard grew really, really well last year. Now it's my chicken aviary. So the chickens are enjoying all that biomatter and all. But they get in there. I add some more peat moss and things, and man, they take their dirt baths, and it's good for them. Try taking out the squirrels on your peach tree. Pew, pew. That has been the answer there, Ed. Yes. And so, pew pew. Familiar. We plant lots of seeds. Sometime in life, you plant seeds in the ground to grow food. You plant seeds for the herbs, for medicine, things like that. We plant seeds in people and the things you say, planting seeds and stuff. Sometimes freedom seeds need to be planted. Sometimes when you have pests that are stealing your crops and stuff, lead seeds need to be planted. Seeds of all kinds. Or use a rat trap. That's a good idea. Let's see. The cats haven't done it yet. Out, not on stupid spell check. Yeah. Well, I have that problem all the time, Ed. Pray for them, Andy. Buster's saying. Oh no, I missed one of the comments. Andy's saying we have a friend that is going to the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Andy. I hope they're all right. We'll be praying for your friend there for sure. We do, by the way. I don't mention a lot, but every week we pray for other people. That's part of what we do as a family. And so, if anyone has things you'd like us to, feel free to email me or whatever. We will definitely do that. Your yard has been muddy mess for years. The quail wood chips are part. You tested dry and walkable. Okay, cool. Very cool. I've been covering the yard in a lot of compost lately just because this year we're going to do a lot of cover crop, a lot of clover and chicken forage crop and all that on a lot of our dirt areas. That'll be fun. If you guys haven't yet and you're here or you're watching in replay, make sure you give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you can always subscribe. Yeah. Matt, don't show the. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry if I showed something you didn't want me to, Andy. Okay. I'm sorry if I showed something you didn't want me to. I'll try not to. Passover is coming up, J. Mary. Yeah. End of April, I believe there. So Passover is coming up. So you're looking forward to that. Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that. You get your lamb from a Greek eatery here. How cool. Yes, that is coming up as well. Okay. I got you now. I know what you're talking about. Cool. So most certainly we'll be doing that. And then, yeah, Mary. So yeah, Passover is coming up here. So April's an extremely busy month for us here, but that'll be fun to do. I'll talk about it a little bit. Probably won't show it, but I'm really looking forward to that too. All right, so we're at almost an hour 45, pretty long stream, and so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining. Yeah. It's been a great night. I really enjoyed. Thank you, and congratulations to all of our winners. We'll get all that shipped out this week. Again, if you did not win, but you would like to win a little something, shoot me an email, graftedbranchhomestead.com. Just put in there sample or didn't win or something like that. Include an address you would like it sent to, and we'll send you out a little tea sampler. We'll get that. This time it will go out, I do promise. Other than that, I'm going to be back next week at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time for some live stream and some build and stuff like that. Well, you're welcome, Buster. So I'm going to play a quick little like and subscribe video from Farmer Casey, and then we'll hop off. Y'all have a good evening and do the things.
Remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Dewey.
Party pooper.
Night, y'all.